Yo, what's up? This is Rick Thorne. Welcome to episode of Ink and Honor. You're gonna hang out with me. I'm gonna tell you all about my tattoos at my favorite shop, the Shamrock Social Club in Hollywood. Also, we're gonna show some clips from my band Good Guys in Black. Enjoy. I grew up with my grandfather back in the day. He had a couple tattoos. He was my role model. I didn't grow up with a dad, so he had a couple. Like old school tattoos, you know what I mean? But the first time I got tattooed was about 22 years ago. So it was a little different than it is now, you know what I'm saying? What got me into it was just really an expression, to express myself, you know, in parts of my life and things. You know, like I got tattooed in 1989, right? It doesn't seem like that long ago. I was 19. And like I said, back then it was still kind of considered like, you know, not necessarily, you know, still looked down upon. Not really down, but you know what I mean? It wasn't like glamorized on TV and stuff as much. And it was just part of my lifestyle. You know, I've been riding bikes for so long, and I was always into punk rock. And my grandfather was the punkest dude I've ever met. So I think he was my biggest inspiration, you know? Alright, well, my first tattoo was these thorn vines right here around my arm. And everyone thought it was barbed wire because, I don't know, it looks like it a little bit, but my last name's Thorne. So, and then my second tattoo was more thorn vines because I'm just an egomaniac. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so, and you know, Luke, check it out. When I got them, I got it up here because I thought I'm never going to go down beneath my sleeve and this and that. And then just happened, you know? But yeah, that was my first one. And like I said, all my friends thought I was nuts. But now they're all tattooed. Most painful tattoo was the one that's misspelled. Okay, look right there. What's that say? Strength. There's no G. You understand? Because the G is in the heart. That was the most mentally painful one because, you know, feel like an illiterate. But no, actually, the ones on my wrist. Check it out. Like the neck, dude. The neck is nothing. Like the neck's easy, I think, because it's like, you know, your neck's simple. It's weathered in a sense. It's not as sensitive as it looks. It looks a lot more painful than it is. These ones on my wrist. Don't worry, trust God. And I don't know why, but they hurt really bad, especially this one. And some of the ink fell out, you know. But and yeah, that was probably the most painful. One, I have one tattoo, because I have one body, and I got more coming to add to the collection. But I mean, dude, after you get tattooed a lot, you just put, you know, I got 1, 2, right here, and once you get like about 10, you just stop, like, count, you know. It sounds weird to go, I have 10 tattoos, but yeah, I have a couple tattoos, it's still kind of, you know, but you know, I like to refer to it as one big story from my life, you know. Like The Illustrated Man, you ever read that book? In a sense, it's just, I wait to parts of my life to get stuff or things that mean a lot to me. I don't really get tattoos too much out of reactions. So I think about them a lot, you know? It's gonna be there forever. But I have one big tattoo from head to toe. How much money have I spent on tattoos? Well, I took a loan out on my house for this hat, and then I lost my house on this hat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. Like, I have friends that help me out, but still, you always tip your tattoo artist, right? Right? Always tip, and you get what you pay for. If homie's like, yo, I'll get you a tattoo for like, you know, $50. It's like you're gonna get $50 for it. You know what I mean? But it really just, I don't know. I never really added it up. Probably like, just think off the top of my head, maybe 15, 20 grand. 15 grand. But it doesn't matter. Tattoos are priceless, dude. The money, it doesn't matter. It's a piece of you. It's a piece of your art. It's like, you know what I mean? Tattoo that has the most meaning to me would be the two on my neck. So my kids, Natalie, Kenter, for enough said with the kids, you know. They are everything, you know. They're the bomb. So I would say that those two are. But I mean, I love all of my tattoos, but if you were to say the two, it would be my kids are equal, so this is one to me, so both of my kids. Okay, the shop I go to, you're sitting in. Okay, this is the Shamrock Social Club, Mark Mahoney's. I've known Mark for, geez man, 15 years maybe, and Cody Max here, everybody, you know. Samurai right here, doing it. So I mean, I've always come here just because of the vibe. I think that the vibe of the shop is everything, you know, the vibe of people. So I'm real good friends with everyone up here, and I feel real comfortable just hanging out, you know. But if you're in Hollywood, you gotta come to the Shamrock Social Club and get tattooed, or else. Favorite style? Well, a lot of it, I like a lot of life, you know. I like a lot of words, man. I got words all over my body, you know, reminders, you know. But all tattooing is cool, man. Really, to experience, you know, I haven't got to experience everything. I'm gonna get, what is it where you get tapped? The tap tattoo, what is that called? The old school Japanese tattoo? How do you say it? Tabori. Yeah. I wanna get Tabori eyes, yo. Like, that would be awesome. But, I mean, everybody's got their own style, you know what I mean? I think that every artist, from every individual, every person, you know, my body seems to go really good with black and gray, you know, a lot of shit. But I like words, man. I talk a lot, so I like words. What tattoo do I want next? I don't know, man. Like, I just wait for things to hit me, or parts of my life, or like I got tattoos of tours and of teams I was on. I got a lot of biblical quotes, my kids, my family. I wait until something happens in my life to where I can, you know, I sit on it for a few weeks and then I go get it, you know? So I don't know, like, I'm sure there'll be something down the road, or there'll probably be a word. Society's views on tattoos. I mean, younger kids are into it. Older, like you know, maybe the older generation, 60, 70, 80-year-olds, they probably still reminds them of, like, you know, the carny days or prison days or something where they, you know, people that had tattoos were kind of freaks. But it's so accepted now in so many different ways that I like the fact that more people get tattooed. It's cool, you know, if it you know, means something to each person, you know. But I mean, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like tattoos, or, you know, that judges you, you know. If it's like, you know, the law, they always seem to put it in category of different things, you know. But I mean, it's cool. Like, it really doesn't bother me what other people think, to be quite honest with you. Like, in the beginning it did, you know. But then when you reach a point where you're tattooed like this, it's like, you can't walk around wondering what society thinks of you, because then you just lose who you are. Yeah, I think that at times people will treat you, especially when you have your neck tattooed, people are instantly like, whoa, this guy's super like. But if you look really close at what I have on my body, it's all positive. There's nothing negative on my body at all. And I think, I mean, I've been in a plane before, dude, like asleep, and I felt someone rub my neck, and I went, huh? And it was this little old lady next to me. She's like, I've always loved tattoos. So it's like, you know, we tend to judge a book by its cover even if we don't have tattoos. But I think in a situation where there's like, you know, you might seem more aggressive to people because of them. But you really just gotta look at what it is. You know what I mean? For most people, they see tattoos. Some people may see tattoos and be like, oh, that guy, he's gonna cause trouble. But really, the eyes are the lamp to the soul. Tattoos mean nothing. You know? Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. No, there's nothing about my tattoos that would change at all. I'm happy with the way everything is. Besides, one's misspelled, but that's cool. I got a story behind it. But everything else is cool, man. Like, I wouldn't have got it if I didn't want it. Here, I'll just break down a few. Right here's my band, Good Guys in Black, and I'm a Good Guys in Black soldier. Now, a lot of people sometimes think I'm in the military because I have like a which I was going to go in the military one time, but, you know, I'm a good guy's a black soldier. This one here, never give up, never give in. I got those so when I ride my bike, you know what I mean? It motivates me to like not give up, you know what I mean? But I mean, you know, my name when I was born, BMX Brigade was a bunch of us who rode in high school. As kids, everyone hated us before the X Games. Well, we thought they did. The jocks and the stoners did, right? And we had a group of us together called the Brigade. This team here, Sprocket jockeys with Matt Hoffman, Dennis McCoy. We just toured the world doing cool stuff, man. And a lot of them are just like words, you know? Dignity, dedication, determined, you know, staying true to yourself. Ride, obviously because I ride bikes. And then, it's on my neck. Oh, USA, because that's where I'm from. And it's on my neck, man, God. I'm a Christian, I believe in God, Jesus Christ. People ask me all the time, and I would put Jesus on my neck. It isn't in the like I said, it's in the tattoo, it's in the heart. But Andrew did that here, which is badass. And then my kids, and I call myself a biker in black because I wore nothing but black for the last 15 years. Because I'm Johnny Cash. He was a man in black and a biker in black, which led to the good guys in black. So that's all starting to make sense, right? And what's over here? Crane hand?
Yeah.
I was gonna make it a tattoo, but not because I have tattoos. This is just, you know, God's always looked out for me, so, you know what I mean? Hey, check it out. Thanks a lot for listening to me ramble on about my tattoos. If you ever get a tattoo, just make sure it's something that really means like so much to you. Think about it 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. You know what I mean? And you can check out my band, Good Guys in Black. My name is Rick Thorne, Biker in Black. And I'm stoked to be on you guys' show. And you can follow us on, you know, all the social networks. Make sure to check us out on MySpace. MySpace is fizzle. All right, MySpace is your space. I'll see you guys.
They'll put you in the ground. It's a mess to kill you to slide up. Riding on violence,